2019, paper 3, question 10. On the grid, there are 3 points joined by 2 lines. So you can see the 3 points here, and they're joined by 2 lines. Lara plots another point on the grid at -1, 2. She joins the points to make a quadrilateral. Complete Lara's quadrilateral on the grid. Use a ruler. So that's the first part of the question. The second part of the question is draw the quadrilateral in its new position on the grid. So having a look at this shape here, we can see that we need to make it into 2019, paper 3, question 10. On the grid, there are 3 points joined by 2 lines. Here's 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, and they're joined by 2 lines. Lara plots another point on the grid at -2, -1, 2. She joins the points to make a quadrilateral. Complete Lara's quadrilateral on the grid. Use a ruler. This is the first part of the question. The second part is asking us to translate the quadrilateral 4 squares to the right and to draw this quadrilateral in its new position on the grid. Let's have a look at the first part of the question. So she plots another point on -1, 2. So we know that -1 is on the X line, -2 is on the Y line. And this here is the X line, and this here is the Y line. So if we find a -1 on our X line, so if we go across the X line until we find -1, and it is here. And then what we need to do is we need to go up until we get to 2 on the Y line. And this is where we stop, because there is 2. So our new coordinate point is -1, 2. The next part, she joins the points to make a quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral, quad means 4, and lateral means sides. So there are 4 sides to a quadrilateral. So she has to join the line, the coordinates to this, to make a quadrilateral, a 4-sided shape. So let's join from here. Now I should be using a ruler. And so in the exam, that's what you need to use. Use the ruler. Don't do what I'm doing. And let's join from this coordinate over here and check. Do we have a 4-sided shape? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a quadrilateral. The lines, as I said, should be straight, and that's why you need to use a ruler here. And there is 1 point for this, 1 mark for this. Looking at the next part of the question, then Lara translates the quadrilateral 4 squares to the right. So she translates it. So she moves it 4 squares to the right. And to do that, we are going to look at each coordinate, and we are going to move those coordinates 4 places to the right. If we start at the very top coordinate, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where our new point is here. And if we go down to the very lowest point and go across 4 places to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another new coordinate. Now go for the coordinate that is closest to this line, that is furthest in, and that's this coordinate here. It makes it less messy. So we'll get this coordinate, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you don't have to draw those curved lines that I'm doing. I'm just doing so you can see what I'm doing. And now the next line, the next point here, we're going from this point here, if you can see where that point was, okay? And we'll go, again, we'll go 4 across. So from this point, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you can see that we have 4 new coordinates. And what we have to do is we have to draw in the shape that those coordinates make. Again, using a ruler. I'm not using a ruler here, but you need to use a ruler. So we'll join this coordinate down to here. And you can see what happens because I'm not using a ruler. Let me do that again. So this coordinate down to here. We'll have this coordinate matching this one because your shape is a translated shape. So that means it's moved over. It has moved over, but it needs to look the exact same as this shape here. We'll join these two coordinates and these two coordinates here. So therefore, make sure that they're joined at the top here. So this is your new quadrilateral, your new translated shape. And this here, you will get 1 point. So altogether, this will give you 2 points.